We hope that the memory of the great treaty and of our illustrious founder will remain engraved on the memory of our children and our children's children to the end of time. Joshua Francis Fisher, 1836. Those before us wanted future generations to know what happened long ago at a peaceful oasis by the Delaware River. They hoped that the story would be passed down from generation to generation. The formation of the Penn Treaty Museum is a continuation of the story. The idea of a museum for artifacts, memorabilia, art, poetry, and the inspiring stories pertaining to the Treaty of Friendship was first presented on June 4, 1970. Dr. Etta Mae Pettyjohn, principal of the Kensington High School, was the featured speaker at the annual picnic luncheon of the Kensington Community Council held in Penn Treaty Park. For many years, the Kensington Community Council, or KCC, met annually in the park to focus on the upkeep of the little park buried along the industrial waterfront in Philadelphia. Dr. Pettyjohn envisioned a rebuilt Fairman's Mansion with educational exhibits for schoolchildren, for the opening of space for recreation and for community service as a memorial to William Penn, his Treaty of Friendship with the Indians, and the implementation of his concept of social justice. Her vision for the Treaty Museum was put aside as the Kensington Community Council focused on improving the park in 1976 for preparation for the bicentennial of the United States celebration in Philadelphia. The vision of a museum surfaced again when Dr. Pettyjohn became a member of the Penn Treaty Park Tercentenary Committee. This committee of diverse people from throughout the Delaware Valley was formed in 1978. They had the common bond of expanding and preserving Penn Treaty Park and to make plans for the 300th anniversary of the Treaty of Friendship. Dr. Pettyjohn had presented her idea of a museum to the Tercentenary Committee, but their focus at that time was to support efforts for a William Penn statue and the acquisition of 6 acres of additional land along the Philadelphia waterfront. The committee accomplished its objective of an expanded park with open space. In 1987, the expanded park was formally dedicated. An exhibit during the bicentennial, Symbols of Peace, organized by Mr. and Mrs. Meyer Potamkin, assembled their personal Penn Treaty collection of art and artifacts along with other items. The Potamkins attended a few Tercentenary meetings and shared the exhibit catalog with John Connors, the chairman of the Tercentenary Committee. This exhibit book, Symbols of Peace, opened up the vast world of Penn Treaty collectibles, all with stories of peace and friendship. Connors started to collect the treasures over the next 20 years. In 2007, the possibility of a casino being located near Penn Treaty Park prompted a few former members of the Tercentenary Committee to prepare an exhibit of the Penn Treaty collection and to mark the 325th anniversary with a ceremony in the park with members of the Nanticoke Lenni Lenape community. A nonprofit was formed with a board of directors of diverse, dedicated individuals representing the Delaware Valley and Quaker and Lenni Lenape communities. Their common bond was preserving the story of peace and friendship. In 2010, the Penn Treaty Museum celebrated the 200th anniversary of the fall of the Treaty Tree with activities at the Philadelphia Flower Show, Pennsylvania Historical Society, and Arch Street Meeting House. A commemorative coin and poster was made to mark the occasion. A book on Penn Treaty Park was authored by Ken Milano, and a website was created. The collection, begun by Connors, was legally passed to the Board of Directors in 2013. The collection is a virtual museum. The Board of Directors display the collection in borrowed space near Penn Treaty Park to the public by appointment and to visiting school groups. We continue to learn more stories, collect more artifacts, and hope that the future generations will know the story that represents the best of the human spirit. Currently, the museum is spearheading a project to light a statue inspired by the Native American symbol from the Penn Treaty Wampum Belt. The metal sculpture stands on a small triangle of land in Penn Treaty Park. Sculpted by internationally known artist Bob Jesus, the sculpture is difficult to see by day, impossible to see at night. Our goal is to turn on the light on September 21st, 2015, International Peace Day, to illuminate the only place on the planet that started with peace. We think Chief Tamanend, William Penn, and Dr. Pettyjohn would be pleased.